shit, that's dark. Holy fuck. I thought it'd be much brighter. Hmm. Can't see shit. All right, hang on a sec. Okay. Whoa, look at that. There's some light. I'll put that on the some light on the action here. So I'm going live on Tuesday night at well, it's actually really Tuesday morning, I should say. At like 2:40 in the morning. Uh, just to bring a couple of things to your attention. Number one, there is a new post, my second total post and I'm just using the laptop camera here, so it's probably not all that great laying in bed. Um, so some interesting things developing here. Number one, I am 10 or 11 subscribers away from 1,000, which is kind of hard to believe, especially given that I started the channel like basically 3 years ago, maybe. Yeah, I think it was November or November of 2020. Um, but a good, I don't know, maybe half of that time I really wasn't very serious about it. Didn't have very good equipment and all that kind of stuff. So some of that early stuff is pretty kind of still pretty embarrassing, but whatever. Some of those things we may redo, like the porcupine tree deep dive and maybe the rush deep dive. We may actually revisit sometime in the future here. But getting back to the task at hand here. So 1,000 subs is literally just right around the corner. Probably, I would figure in the next week or so, I might achieve that, which is hard to believe given my health situation and given the financial limitations I was working under initially. It was pretty hard to believe that I actually got that far, um, or that I've gotten this far. But in order to commemorate the event, I've been working with Lee over at Heavy Art Talk literally for probably the better part of a year. We started talking about it when I was going to hit 500 subs. I thought, it's kind of, I don't know if I'm going to be sticking around longer than that. Maybe it's just not worth doing. But now that we're at 1,000, about 2 months ago, I hit him back up and said, "Hey, man, do you have any concepts? Here's what I'm thinking. What are you thinking?" And we started to sort of collaborate a little bit on that. Just me with spitballing a couple cool ideas. He started to work on it. I want to say like maybe about 2 months ago, roughly. Man, wait till you see this thing. Holy shit balls. It is wicked as hell. It is such a killer design, such a killer shirt. I don't yet. I have the rough draft drawings, but he's actually refining those right now. Finishing on the line work, and when he's done with that, then I think I will feel comfortable rolling it out. Although I could probably show you. All right, I'm gonna cheat. Lee, don't get pissed off at me. I'll just cheat. You're not gonna be able to see it real well, but you'll get a quick glimpse of what I'm looking at. You won't be able to see it great because the light's bad, the lighting's bad, but there. Nope. Very, very, very quick. I can't show you anymore because I don't want Lee to be too pissed off at me. But suffices to say, it is a monstrously killer. Hang on, get some light back on there. Monstrously killer design by Lee. If you like space, alien landscapes, dragons, pits of evil creatures, and a protagonist going up against all that, you'll dig it. You'll dig it a lot. So cool, Nate. So here's what I need people to do that are watching this. I need you to go read the community post that I did. I'm looking down here because I'm actually looking at my picture as opposed to up here. I should look up here. Um, Go look at the community tab. Look at the community post. I put a poll up there about would you buy a gas mask and hand grenades t-shirt, a commemorative t-shirt. I don't know whether I'll do more of them, but I would say it's very likely to be a one-off based on what's going on with me medically. I just don't. I don't have a real good feel about what's transpiring the last 6 or 8 weeks. Despite what they said in Cleveland, I don't think these fucking people know their ass from a hole in the ground. Sadly, especially with regard to my condition. So these may be just one-offs. They may be giant collector's items. Probably not. But I don't see them costing more than about $20 a piece. More than likely 15. They'll be in line with what Marty and Alan sell the heavy metallurgy ones for. Marty will be doing the screen printing, so you know they're going to be well done. Going to be on good Gildan shirts. The reason I don't really want to, I can't say for sure what the price will be is because I really, well, I would say right now they're going to be 15 to 20, max 20, definitely probably 15 or in the 15, 17, 18 range. And then, of course, if you live out of the country, shipping, whatever it is, I'll have to look up for each one. I don't think I'm going to have 9,000 shirts to fulfill, so I'm not worried about that. I thought about buying, 50 to 75 shirts in various sizes, but I don't know if I want to be sitting on 60 shirts that don't sell. So I'm looking forward to people telling me what do you want? Oh man, my cat fucked me up. Damn, I didn't know he got me that good. I really need you if you're at all invested in the channel or you're interested in the channel. I don't ever come to you guys for money. I never say Patreon. I'm not going to do a Patreon. I just have no interest in that. I'm not, if maybe when I reach 1,000, I start to do live streams, I may enact the super chats and things like that. But I don't expect people to do that. Sure, a little bit would help, not a problem. Yes, I came into some big money, but most of that big money is gone already. I've spent about it, Nate. I spent a lot of that money on a lot of nice gear, which, by the way, tonight was the first night I set up GarageBand and started to actually figure out how to track guitars today and drums. So we're on our way towards working on that solo album, which may or may not ever see the light of day. But I got some cool stuff I'm working on with that. Yeah, so let me know if you want a shirt. If you want a shirt, we'll figure out how we're going to do it as far as pre-order. I may just put up a video like this, or just maybe this video will suffice to where people come in and, they tell me their sizes. I contact them privately, or they contact me privately through Instagram, tell me who they are, give me their mailing address. I find out a price on shipping. If they're outside the U.S., like in Canada or South America or Europe, I get them a shipping cost. I get some standardized costs for around the U.S., more or less, and then you guys PayPal me the cost of the shirt and shipping, and I get them out to you. Trust me, when you see this, other than that brief little glimpse I gave you, when you see this thing, you're going to want it. And it's not going to have a big logo on it that's super obtrusive and invasive. It's going to be pretty, not obscure. What's the word I'm looking for? Demure. It's going to be part of the shirt. It's going to look rad as fuck. So I'm serious. This is a shirt that I would wear anywhere. It's that wicked looking. Lee just blew it up, man. He just out of the galaxy on this thing. Looks wicked as hell. Okay, so that's the t-shirt thing. I have 989 subs. I'd love to believe that all of you guys will go say whether you want a shirt or not. And I've got the funny option of not wanting a shirt. I'm scared that's going to outweigh the yes, I want a shirt option, just the way I made it kind of funny, but who knows? Anyway, If you don't want one, then don't respond. It's cool. I get it. I'm not pushing anybody to buy this. I'm not pushing anybody to give me money, through PayPal or through Patreon or anything like that, because I'm not doing that stuff. I mean, if somebody wanted to PayPal me money, I'm cool with that, but I'm not asking for it. All right. So, within reason, of course. So, the other thing, two things that I need to discuss are some of the things that are coming up here. I alluded to some of these things in my the live that we did on Saturday night, but I'm gonna tip my hat a little bit here. Um, on Wednesday night, this is a new one that just popped up. I'm gonna have Lewis and Brendan from the Australian uh, murky death metal, portalish, ulceratish, black metal band Altars. I met those guys in Philly back in November. I talked to Lewis, really cool guy. He's a guitar player. We're gonna have him and Brendan. Brendan is not an ulcerate, convulse. Which if you don't know that album, you should. I forget the damn name of it. I didn't. I'm doing this off the cuff, so you have to look that up. Altars. Lewis and Brendan are coming in on Wednesday night at 8 p.m. my time. Thursday morning, afternoon at 1 p.m., I've got Rob Lamoth from River Dogs, Cross Country Driver. Um, he was in, he's a solo artist. He was in a band called Aircraft in LA that was a big LA strip band back in the early 80s, like 79, 80. Before that, he was in Mas Mita, I think was the name of the band, which became Aircraft. And that band is kind of famous for having uh, Rob in it as vocalist. Nick Brophy, I believe, was in it as the bass player, and then became the bass player with Rob in the River Dogs. Rob is the singer in the River Dogs and guitar player. Vivian Campbell was the main guitar player, and then you had uh, Nick Brophy on bass. Nick and Rob have stayed together, and they've done River Dogs, two other albums five total, but one's a live album, one's like I think an acoustic thing, and then there's three studio albums, of which Vivian is not on the second one, I don't believe, and I think he came back for the third one, California, which came out in 2017. So Rob Lamoth is going to be on. But anyways, Mas Mita is kind of famous because Robin King Crosby of Rat, rest in peace, he was in Mas Mita with Rob Lamoth, and I believe Nick was in that band. I know Nick was in Aircraft. He might not have been in Mas Mita. So Rob Lamoth's going to come on at 1 o'clock. Super cool guy, man. Very interesting interview. Going to be fantastic. Just a fucking amazing singer, man. So good. All right. So that's that. Let's see. Who else do I have here? I need to consult my daily planner. I'm too damn forgetful to. Okay, Forgotten Metal Gems, Thursday night. Dennis and I are back. We're talking about Devastation. We're talking about Nasty Savage. We're talking about Fields of Nephilim and Blue Murder. 11 albums during that 80s to 90 period with those four bands. That's 10 o'clock Thursday night. Right now, Christian from Necrofire, we're supposed to do something on the 5th at 3 p.m., but I haven't got a confirmation on that yet. Brian Tatler from Diamond Head and Saxon. I've got him here on the 6th of February at 11 a.m. Eastern time. And when I say times, they're always Eastern time, okay? I'm going to throw it out there. I'm going to take a chance. Exceptionally good chance, as in 98%. It looks like I'm going to have Steven Wilson on, along with Tim Bowness. And we're going to talk about the recently just came out on Friday, the recent No Man box set called Housekeeping, and the Adjutant same time came out reissue of Swagger, the LP. We're just going to talk about No Man. We're not going to get into Steve Wilson solo or Porcupine Tree at all. That may be a future episode, perhaps. Maybe we'll see. So Stephen Wilson. The other person that I believe I can say is, yeah, the other person I know is gonna come on. We just don't have a date yet, but I think it'll be in the next couple weeks. Is Isaac from Blood Incantation, Wayfarer, and Stormkeep. There are about 4 or 5 other people that I'm working on, including some guys that I would be totally blown away if they join me from a killer Floridian progressive power metal band that I'm working on. That one that'll should give you a little bit of a hint, but I'm hoping to get that to happen soon. Um, Still working on Hannes Grossman. Hey, what's up, dude? Still working on Hannes Grossman, trying to tie that one up. Um, there are there's one huge name out there that I better not say. I kind of leaked it a little bit Saturday night, but if you weren't watching, um, yeah, I'm not going to get into it until I know for sure. Um, as far as like deep dives or other stuff like that, I think my friend Dave and I are going to tackle the Dream Theater deep dive, which will be sometime in February, I hope. Probably the mid to later part. That's kind of the hopeful thing that I'd like to do. And let's see what else. As far as any other, I would like to revive the Metal Island series. So that might be the end of the month. We'll talk about the Metal Island series. Get a big panel together again. Probably do like traditional metal for that one. But that'll be like towards the end of the month, I believe. I've got a lot of interviews that I'm slotting in these next few weeks, and then I guess that's probably it. For now, I think that's probably it. Like I said, some really big names coming, man. Um, yeah, yeah. I think that's where I'll stop. My mouth gets me in trouble sometimes. Yeah, I know, Nick. We'll figure that out. I'm trying to get all these interviews slotted and sorted out because I've got some hangers out there that I still want to get the guys in from Medusa's Disco. I gotta hit up Alex, see what's going on there. There's someone else. Well, the Hannes Grossman thing, I'm not sure what's happening there. I his label's working with him now on this because he just put out a solo thing, I believe. It's coming out maybe the 8th. And actually, the thing with Isaac might tie in really well with the Blood Ink and with the. Oh no, he's not in that band. Never mind. No, I almost made a goof there. He's not in. Uh, oh God, Spectral Voice. Couldn't think of the name of it. So, yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it. What are you doing up? The fuck are you doing up, dude? I can't wait. Why can't I bring these up? Can you guys see those? I'm not seeing them. You guys see the chat? I guess you do. Yeah, I haven't ended. Yeah, it's a new stream. I was talking about the t-shirts. You guys need to go check the poll and give me an answer on that. Whether you'd be into a pre-order. I should probably give you guys all freebies for being on the show, and maybe we'll discuss that. But I can't underwrite like dozens of shirts. I probably would only get it for the few of us that are regulars. Nick gave me a shirt, so I feel like I owe him one. Rick, I owe you one for all you've done for me. But I mean, I can't buy them for everybody. And man, when you guys, I'll sneak the peek out again. Well, Rick's already seen it. Rick has seen it. I'll throw it out one more time, quick. Uh, Lee's probably gonna be super fucking pissed at me. I'm gonna give you guys a very quick peek at it. Hold on. Oh shit, you fucker, you. Ah, hold on. This is super low budget tonight, man. All right, here we go. Ready? I can't get it to really focus very well. There we go. All right, that's all I can show you. Yeah, yeah, I know, dude. I mean, I'm like the fattest I've ever been in my life. It's pathetic. Very pathetic. All right, so that's the story, man. We're gonna. I might be seeing Rick maybe in about a week or so. Maybe. No banana hammocks. Nope. I might do thongs later with the gas mask emblem right over the crotch, right over the peni or the vajayjay, the sleeve of wizard. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Just wanted to announce the poll, and I will be posting pictures over there when Lee says it's cool. He's working on final line work right now. Um, Twig and berries, right? And once he says it's cool to actually post a picture of it, I think he'd like it to be fully done before he posts it. And he's doing all the detailed line work on it right now. It is. Rick's seen it. Rick and my daughter have seen it. Um, I don't know if anyone else has seen it. I'm trying to think. I don't. Devin might have seen it. That's about it. I've been trying to keep it under wraps, but I'm not good at that kind of stuff. So I'm the guy that doesn't like to have actual Christmas presents. I like to open everything beforehand. But yeah, so we're gonna try to get those shirts done here by maybe end of February, early March, mid March, somewhere in there, depending on how I'm doing and how they're received. I think when people see this design, they're gonna be like, "Holy shit!" Lee knocked it out of the park on Marty's shirt, but he's even said he thinks this one might be one of his better creations, which is mind blowing to me. So, really, really cool, and I really appreciate Lee doing this for me. I am paying him; he's not doing it for free. And Marty, I'm paying as well, of course. He's not doing it for free. So, and as I said, the teas will probably be between 15 and 20. Depends on how much line work, depends on what Marty charges me, but I have a general idea what they're going to cost me per shirt. So, I wouldn't think they'd be a whole lot more than 15, 17, somewhere in that range. I'm not trying to get rich off this. I wouldn't mind putting a few bucks into the channel to get a few things like an audio. Well, actually, I have an audio interface now, but to get that sorted out to work on with me on Logic, I'd like to get Logic, which is about $200. So anything that I made regarding the shirts would go into getting Logic for the laptop, and although I can use GarageBand too. So yeah, what should I do, Rick? Should I get my Johnson out and say, "Hey, would you like to see a big Johnson?" Wax boards. Remember those shirts back in the 90s? I think they were 2000s. Big Johnsons. That was funny as shit. I must admit I was trendy and had a couple Big Johnson shirts. That's the only thing that was a Big Johnson on me. The shirt. But yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, I could. Well, you know what I could do? I was thinking maybe I could do this if I put a thumbnail up with this. I think it would really go well. I don't know about you guys, but I think I think this would work. What do you guys think? If I put that as my thumbnail, I thought about it and then I thought, oh man, nah, I better not do that because I really wouldn't want the original people in the picture to get pissed off. It's just a joke. It's funny to me, and it's a Don Johnson. It's not about Don Johnson. Yeah, yeah, right. Anyway, all right. Well, look, I've been on here 25 minutes. I didn't mean to be on here that long. I think that's it. Oh, I might have mentioned. I think I mentioned. Yeah, I did mention. Never mind. I started actually figuring out how to track guitars with my quad cortex onto the laptop here onto GarageBand tonight. So starting to get some work done, at least some preliminary, all the bullshit, the studio bullshit to figure out how to run all this stuff because I'm a dumbass when it comes to that kind of stuff. So we'll see. I will say that on a downer note, I would say ever since about mid December, man, I'm really struggling. And when I went out to Cleveland, I was very hopeful that I would get the guy would be invested enough to try to dig into what the hell is going on, why I'm having all this abdominal pain and facial myalgia and neuralgia, and why the small fiber neuropathy is the worst it's ever been and getting worse. And he just not interested, doesn't really, you know, doesn't really have any ideas and doesn't seem to give a fuck, as most of my doctors don't. So I'm going to see an eye doctor on the 12th to confirm what retinal damage is going on and what damage is going on with the optic nerve. I think it's going to be way worse than it was in November when it was last looked at because I'm having all kinds of fucking problems. And then I see my neurologist locally on the 15th, and I'm just, you know, I don't even know what to say to her because shit's not normal, and not leveling off, and not, I'm not doing well. So get these shirts now because I'm telling you, they're going to be collector's items. They're going to be worth billions. Maybe these T-shirts will be worth more than Mar-a-Lago. That's what I think is going to happen. So, and you know how much that's worth, according to Donald Ronald Ronald McDonald. I mean Donald McDonald, Donald Ronald Johnald, whatever his fucking name is. That creepy fuck. Um, yeah. So let's do this. Let's do some fucking T-shirts, man. All right, let's do some T-shirts, guys. All right. So please go to the community tab. Let me know if you want a gas mask T-shirt. If you'd be willing to spend 15, max 20, but probably less than that for sure. On a killer T-shirt that Lee from Heavy Art Talk is doing the design work on, the original artwork on, and it is fucking balls out killer. I showed you a little bit, not very good, but not great visuals there, but you got the general idea. If you slow it down, you can kind of see what's up. And if you like dragons, you like desolate lunar space station monster pits and crash spacecraft and evil looking dragons, you're gonna fucking love this T-shirt like I do. I'm stoked. Hell, even my daughters are like, "Oh my god, that thing is so cool looking." So there you go. That's it. I think that's the end, guys. All right. And sorry for the quality. I was not going to break out a lot of light sources, and I was definitely not going to um, hook up the webcam. It is kind of weird. It's in such shitty. Wonder if I didn't have a choice on the frames per sec or whatever the yeah. What's it called? 80 1080p or the pixels. I don't know why it just looks really shitty. So anyway, thanks for stopping in. Sorry, this is a half an hour, but you know it's one of my videos. Are my videos ever like 6 minutes, 5 minutes? No, of course they're not. Yeah, there we go. That's it. See ya.